The UAE investing $30 billion in South Korea, and MENA debt issuance plunged 65% in 2022. You're watching The Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. The UAE plans to invest $30 billion in South Korea. It was announced during the visit of South Korea's President Yoon Suk-yeol to the UAE. The investments will be equally financed in strategic cooperation areas, including nuclear power, defense, hydrogen, and solar energy. The two countries also signed 13 MOUs covering nuclear power, energy, investment, defense, and climate change. This includes an agreement between the Korea Development Bank and Mubadala to cooperate for investment in South Korean companies. India and the UAE are close to a major agreement on a renewable energy interconnection between the two countries. Indian officials say the agreement is awaiting final approvals. It entails an interconnection between the UAE electricity grid and the Indian grid. It would be under the One Sun, One World, One Grid initiative by a group of countries to create renewable energy networks. The initiative aims to transfer renewable energy power through connecting grids. Eni has made a new gas discovery in offshore Egypt in the Nargis offshore area concession, which spans 1,800 square kilometers. Eni says it confirms the validity of its focus on Egypt offshore, which it will further develop thanks to recent awards of 5 exploration blocks. In April, Eni signed a deal to boost gas production and LNG supplies from Egypt to Europe, which could see it shipping 3 billion cubic meters of LNG to Europe this year. MENA debt issuance dropped to $37.3 billion in 2022, plummeting 65% from 2021. Refinitiv data reveals this is its lowest full-year total since 2011. The UAE was the most active regional issuer, accounting for 42% of total bond proceeds. Saudi Arabia was the second largest issuer of debt with 40%, followed by Qatar with 10% and Bahrain with 3%. Financial issuers accounted for 67% of proceeds, while government and agency issuers accounted for 25%. Saudi's annual consumer price index rose to 3.3% in December from 2.9% in November, driven by increases in housing, utility, and energy costs. Prices of housing, water, electricity, gas, and other fuels increased by 5.9% in December due to an increase in rentals for housing by 6.8%. Apartment rental prices rose by 18.1%. Food and beverage prices rose by 4.2%. Education prices increased by 3.6%. Residential property prices in Dubai are expected to rise at a slower pace in 2023 after a record year that saw an over 60% rise in total units sold. Better Homes says prices should rise by about 5% this year after climbing 11% in 2022. They say higher interest rates haven't removed the underlying demand. In the UK and US, cash purchases are somewhere between 20 and 40% of all transactions, while in Dubai, cash purchases are roughly 70%. And Saudi football club Al Nassr is reportedly targeting French football striker Karim Benzema a few weeks after Cristiano. Al Nassr club, trained by French coach Rudy Garcia, is hoping to make an offer to convince Real Madrid, where Benzema is currently playing, to accept the move and to have both players on the same team. When Benzema started playing for Real Madrid in 2009, he played alongside Ronaldo for 8 years, winning 4 Champions Leagues, 2 La Liga titles, and 2 national cups. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is The Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.